This is a divine appointment. You need to understand that. This is a divine. So this is where I got like my little stuff that I check off, and God like, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing your thing today. I need you to, I need you to do this for me. This is a divine appointment. Like, meaning that God wants this to happen. So because God wants this to happen, it's some special stuff that's going to come out of here. Now, here's the deal. Some of you going to catch it, some of you not. Some of you going to catch it, some of you you're not going to catch it. So when I found out where I was coming, I was like, yo, this is crazy. Like, I don't got to bring God. God already there. Like some places I go, they be like, E, we know how you are. I'm like, don't tell me, I'm bringing him with me. Now, he ain't there. I'm cool with that. But when I come, he coming with me. He already here. Some of you going to catch that. Now, when they say I'm number one in the world, I'm number one in the world because I take him with me. You got to understand that. You have to understand the reason why people rock with me is not because it's E.T., but people will watch me and go, hey, E, I felt like you was in the room. I was in your living room. Now, I wasn't personally in your living room, but he was. And you felt the spirit. You can't do that going to school. You can't do that getting trained. You can't do that with a coach. There's some stuff you can do in the spirit that you can't do in the flesh. And the reason why God allows me to do it is because he knows when I do it and I'm number one, he going to be glorified. So y'all done got the hook up here. Like, it's some stuff that's happened to y'all because of that. Some of you going to embrace it. Some of you going to play with it. I'm hoping you going to embrace that. Because I was blessed to go to Oakwood, which was a Christian school, and that's how I got here. He said, if I shall be lifted up, I will. So he lifted me up and made me number one so he could be lifted up. So y'all got a responsibility. Like, y'all got to, like, look, y'all, to much is given. To much is given, much is required. So one of the things that you do, come on, you should have said that to mom. Like, that should have been, let me help you. I'm going to have to tell you some of the stuff to write down. Put that in your phone. To much is given, much is required. Which means what? That means if I go to an elementary school, the kids still got to get ET. I went to one little school. They was like, are you going to be loud like that? I was like, absolutely. I'm coming hard. They was like, you going to be yelling at us? Absolutely, I'm going to be yelling at you. Why? Because statistics show if you in the hood and you can't read by the third grade, you going to jail. So that's why I'm coming hard. Because you don't realize if you can't read at the third grade level, by the time you get to the third grade, the probability of you going to jail is 3 times higher than anybody else. I gotta get in your face because I gotta make sure you learn how to read. This is a divine appointment. Y'all got work to do and can't nobody slack this year. Too much is given, much is required. Too much is given, much is required. But don't worry about it. Because if you do what's required, you're gonna get the reward that comes with it. I got the reward now. A lot of folks ain't willing to do what I was willing to do. They want to blow up and they want to show their car. Go back and watch all my videos. You don't see no watches. And the reason why I don't wear Rolex, not because I can't afford it. I don't want nobody to give Rolex the credit. The reason why I wear a gold chain, I can wear a gold chain. I can drive a Bentley. I live in San Diego. I can show you my house. The reason why I don't show you my house, because I don't want the house to get the glory for what God has done. To much is given, much is required. So it's not that I don't have stuff. I just don't show my stuff because I don't want my stuff to get the credit. Where much is given, much is required. God is going to do some special things through y'all. But you can't do what they do. I'm going to say it one more time. Because I know y'all on the internet, y'all watching them when you should be letting them watch you. I'm going to say it one more time. I want to make sure I'm clear. You watching what they doing, and they should be watching what you doing. The reason why I don't do this, and the reason why I show up for my kids, the reason why I try to show up for my wife, the reason why I try to show up for my church, because when young people watch me, I want them to go to God. I don't want them to go to the dealership. So I don't go on the internet and do what they do. Hey, E.T., you can do this on the internet. E.T., you number one. Why you ain't doing that? I'm not doing that because I don't get on the internet to follow them. I get on the internet for them to follow me. I don't get on the internet to be influenced by them. I get on the internet to influence them. Y'all about to win so you can influence them, not them influence you. You about to win. Some great stuff about to happen to you. Some stuff that you can't understand. Some stuff that you can't comprehend. If you do what you're supposed to do, you're going to be blessed. But when you get blessed, you're not supposed to be blessed so you can do what they're doing. You're going to get blessed so they can do what you're doing. So they can want to really pray before the game and not just do it when they win. Or not just do it when they're on television. Are you here? Do you hear the words that are coming out of my mouth? Do you hear the words that's coming out of my mouth? Where much is given, much is. Where much is given, much is. Where much is given, much is. But you're going to get the reward if you do what you're supposed to do. You're going to get the reward. Yep, this month, over 30 years of marriage. I'm getting a reward. We're going to take my wife to Hawaii for almost 2 weeks. Then after that, we're going to Mexico. Then after that, we're going to Dubai. He's going to ask you to do a lot. They're going to ask you to be on time. Too much is given, much is required. They're going to ask you not to be late. Too much is given, much is required. They're going to ask you to come to every game. They're going to ask you to have 120% every game. They're going to ask a lot. But where much is given, much is required, but you're going to get the rewards. My man called me. I'm flying to Dubai. I was like, hold up, let me look on. I went online. I was doing Delta, but it was like a 24-hour flight, and you got to stay 5 hours in France. I was like, man, 5 hours just walking around, that's a lot. They ain't got no shorter flights than that? I was like, it's got to be a shorter flight than that. I went online, looked, they was like, yep, one from Boston, 12 hours. I was like, bingo, that's the one I want. I looked at the price, I was like, ooh, 15 grand a ticket? Ooh, that's a lot, 30 grand? I was like, all right, that's all right, God, I'm doing a lot. I called my man, I was like, I found my ticket. He said, where you going? The one y'all got to buy. He was like, where is it? I said, Emirates. He was like, oh, yeah, that's the best. That's the best one. What day y'all want to leave? I said, we want to leave. I got a call from my man a couple of days later. He said, E, where they picking you up from? I said, what do you mean? You flying me in Dubai, you know. He said, no, I'm not talking about that. Like Emirates, they got a chauffeur. Wherever you live in the USA, they'll pick you up and take you wherever you want to go. I said, well, I'm in Detroit. He said, oh, they'll pick you up in Detroit and take you to the Boston airport. I was like, I don't want to do all that, but wow. They gonna do that? He was like, yeah, it's Emirates. Y'all missed the whole thing I just said. I usually fly Delta. You got to get to Delta before they start doing what they do. Like you got to get to the plane and get on that joker before they start serving you. Emirates is where much is given, much is required. Emirates is on another level. I said, look, I want to get a room next to my wife. They said it don't work like that. I said, well, I was in Delta and we had seats next. She said, this ain't Delta. You're going to have your own compartment. She gonna have to come in your room if you want, but they ain't nobody together. This is Emirates. This ain't Delta. This is Emirates. Stop saying Delta. We're on a whole different level. Don't talk like that to us. We fly like nobody. That we do with nobody. Stop acting like other programs. Stop idolizing other programs. Stop watching other programs and set the doggone standards. It's time for y'all to set the standard on the internet. They need to become, my young kids in high school need to be coming to y'all. The college students need to be coming to y'all. Matter of fact, some grown men, they got their stuff together. They need to be coming to y'all Instagram. They need to be coming to y'all TikTok to figure out what they're supposed to be doing. Stop following. No more following. No more doing what everybody else is doing. Say it with me. We are the leaders. Come on, we are the leaders. We set the stage. We set the benchmark. There's no way a public school is supposed to be setting. Let me just say this, and I'm going to go to the screen. I'm going to go here, because I mean this. There shouldn't be any other program that people have to go to follow. That they should come straight here, and then 2 or 3 guys, tell me what makes this institution different than any other institution in the world. Talk to me. You should have no kid looking on TV and want to go. I don't know if y'all remember, but LSU won the championship one year, and they was like, yo, you ain't got to worry about the coach. You can come here. They did. My man was like, you can come to LSU. They won the championship. So because they won the championship, they was on TV saying, my man was like, yo, you can come here. You ain't got to, like, he was acting silly. Like, you ain't got to be like Diddy. You ain't anybody be in your video. You can come here, and the coach ain't going to be in you. And I was like, wow, that's deep. They won, and they telling kids to come to LSU. Listen to me very closely. Y'all got to get it to the point where y'all win and kids want to come to Liberty. And you got to think about that every time you practice. You got to think about that every time you watch film. You got to think about that every time you go out there and play. Every single time you got to think about that y'all have the ability to make people want to come here. You have that ability. You got kids. You can do it when you go out there. You got kids that will look up to this program. Y'all can turn this thing around, but you can't turn it around going on Instagram looking at them. You need to look to God. You need to look to your professors. You need to look to your coach. You need to look to your parents that are Christian. That's what you need to be looking for. You can't be looking from the world to get your cues. We're about to go to a whole nother level this year. Y'all ready? Yeah. Come on, ready. Y'all ready? Yes, ready. Sir. Y'all ready? Yes, y'all ready? Yes, let's go. I'm not playing. I do what I do in the world because I want to bring it all back to God. Every bit of it. I wake up every day. I'm fighting to be number one because every day I want to make sure people know if I shall be lifted up, I shall draw men unto me. Y'all, you at the bottom. The enemy got you at the bottom, acting like you at the top. So I'm not, nothing wrong with stuff. But why you worshiping stuff and posting it? Can I get some personal development stuff on? Can I see you growing in your house? Can I see you and your wife, you and your kid? Can you just be honest with me about some of the hell you going through? Willie Moe, when you put the picture up and you was crying, I was like, praise God. When some other man who's showing all this stuff, all he got coming out, the Louis with 10 bags. Why do I care about 10 bags? That ain't about to do nothing for my life and my soul. Why you keep showing me your car and your stuff? You might really be there. Can you show me how you got there? Without putting a price tag, can you show me how you got there without turning it into a program and selling me a program and you only giving me the piece of the doggone program? You ain't even really giving me the real. Can you stop manipulating me and just tell me the truth like God bless you? Can you bless me like God bless you? Why everything got to be attached to money? Why? Because... Let's go. So the first one, I just want you to see where you are and be real if you didn't flip this joker. But trust me when I tell you, when you get to the top, they all gonna become. And why? Because when you get to the top, you start elevating past them. So the people that just own money, you could pass them up. The people who just own security and finances, you could pass them up. The people who just want to be down, they just want to be below, they want to just be in the crew, they just want... You know how many people I said no to? Because I know they would give me a great opportunity and I know they would give me a lot of money, but they would take me off track. So I said no, because I don't want to be off track. Good, let's go. Come on, I'm sorry, y'all. Let's go. All right, we're going to walk you through these. I'm trying to be nice and walk through this. All right, so I got to ask you a question. Who's your bully and why? I want you to think about it right now. Who's your bully? Who are the people in your life that's bullying you? We're going to stop it today. They bullying you. All right, so I want you to think about it for real. Write that down. Who's your bully? Who are the people that are bullying you? You tired of it? Just be real. How many of you in here, I know you macho men, stop tripping. I know you macho. You a man, don't trip. But how many of y'all feel like, yo, you got some bullies in your life? Let me see your hand. You got some bullies in your life. There are people or situations that are bullying you. People in situations that are bullying you. By bullying, I mean what? You don't have the control. Either they have it or it has it. Let me see your hand. Be real. Come on, write it down. Bullies. Right? Now, let's be honest. When we say the word bully, for many of you, how many of you, that has a negative connotation? Let me see your hand. It has a negative connotation. You don't like it. Good. All right. So what I want you to do is right now, we're going to, you geek with Jesse. You geek. Jesse was talking. You was geek. Jesse said, he did this, he did that. You was like, oh yeah, I'm about to do this, I'm about to do that. He was pumped up, right? But you will never be able to do it because you have a negative experience with bullying. So because you don't like bullies or being bullied, you can never be demanding. So we got to fix this. So it's going to be difficult for you to do it because when you're supposed to do it, you're going to be like, I want to call, I can't, then you call, then you hang up. So you can't be demanding because somebody was demanding to you and you don't like the way that feels. So now you're not going to be demanding. So that's why I said low-hanging fruit. Watch this. Overcoming a bully, it doesn't happen at the bottom with food and safety and finance. Overcoming internal struggles, that's self-esteem and self-actualization. You see why I'm telling you, you got to climb it? Now, if you can go into the Louis store and pay to get your self-esteem, and that's what people try to do. They go buy stuff, they wear stuff, and they like, look at me, don't I have self-esteem? That's fake self-esteem. It's not real. It's artificial. It's GMO. It's genetically modified. It's not good for you. Sean is not real food. It's not real food. It's not real food. Cheetos is not real food. Everybody like, why we got cancer in America? Because you eating stuff that ain't real. It's not real. I went to the Juice Nation the other day. They made me collard greens, kale, cucumbers, celery, and some other mess. I drank that stuff, was like, ugh, disgusting. My body was like, thanks, bro. Let's go. So when you go buy that purse or get that car and you drive it around and it ain't a car no more, it's a symbol, you got a self-esteem issue. I just want to help you. If your car ain't transportation, if it's more than transportation, if it's you get out so people can see you, then you have not gotten to self-esteem and self-actualization. And I want you to know that's where all the richness is. All the other stuff, that's where, when you want to go to, when you really want to experience life to the next level, you got to get to self-esteem and self-actualization. All that other stuff is not going to take you to where you're trying to go. When you get past those first three and get self-esteem and self-actualization, you're going to have more energy for you. And you're going to be able to tell people no. You can't tell people no when you got low self-esteem because you're still trying to please them, make them happy. So you really trapped. You're really a slave. When you care about what people think, you trapped. You will never experience success. And you wonder why you keep getting up and it's like Groundhog Day. You keep experiencing the same thing because you haven't gotten to self-actualization. That's the top. That's where we're trying to get to. We're not trying to get to money, clothes, and stuff. We're trying to get to who am I? All right, so we got to address this bully, right? So what I want you to do when you go home, I want you to like, why can't you stand this bully? Once you come to grips with that, you know what you're going to do? You're going to stop attracting people that manipulate you because they know somewhere in you that you ain't going to be demanding if you had to be. They going to run all over on you because you don't want to be demanding.